Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new here. Thank you for joining me today. So today is an exciting video. You voted for the Sydney Grace and Tiny Marvels palette. I'm going to be doing 5 days 5 looks with this one because I think this palette deserves it. It really is a stunning palette. Today we're going to keep it neutral because after this video I'm going to be filming another one on a watch tracker and I don't want my eyeshadow to be too loud. The last one I did on the other watch tracker, my eyeshadow was really loud on it. It's got really great reviews and everything, but I look back at it now and I just think I should have waited and done that video on a different day when my eyeshadow wasn't that loud. Right, so the lightest neutral is Tree Hopper, that one there, so let's go in with that one. And I'm just going to use this Primark brush. Don't need to clean it off because it is clean. I'm so excited. I've never used Sydney Grace eyeshadow formula. Now I've swatched it. I did the whole swatch video on this palette, but I've never actually used it on the lid. My eyeshadow base is just the usual. It's the W7 Get Set in white. That's nice. Just a nice transition shade. And the pan sizes look really big. Whether they are that big, I don't know. Does it say? That's unusual. Doesn't say. Just says the ingredients. Maybe I can find out on the website, but they do look pretty big. Right, let's get back to it. So, Tree Hopper, as I was saying, let's bring you closer again. As I was saying though, the pans in these eyeshadows look quite big, and I'm surprised that the pan sizes aren't on the palette anywhere. Wow, normally on my left eye, I know it's a really light shade. Normally, even with light shade, you can see it skips. This one doesn't seem to have skipped. That's good in itself. I know we've only used one shade, but that's really good. Let's now go in with Walking Stick. One of the deeper brown shades. And I'm going to use this Anastasia brush for that. Or am I? I really need to wash my brushes. Yeah, let's just go in with Walking Stick. Just taking it through the crease. Again, it seems to have blended out really nice on the left eye. There's no real patchiness. And next for the shimmer, I want to go in with Meadowhawk, this really beautiful peach shade. It's like a peach but with rose gold undertones. We're just going to place that all over the lid. Oh, that's beautiful. Isn't that pretty? That is so pretty. I want to spritz it and see how much more pigmented we can get it. So smooth. Now I understand what people mean about Sydney Grace's eyeshadow formula. It is stunning. And I'm really glad that I managed to get this eyeshadow palette over any other as well. So yeah, I really like the way that's looking. Right, now we're going in with the lightest shimmer for the brow bone. It's called Web. I don't know why I didn't use this palette as soon as I got it, you know. Oh, I think there's a bit of green on this brush from when I used it last. That's fine. Yeah, I was waiting for it for a good month and I just thought I would have dived into it straight away. And I didn't. Okay, next I think we're just going to go in with Walking Stick again, that one there. So guys, what do you think of this palette if you have it in your collection? Or what do you think of the Sydney Grace formula? I'd really love to know, and if you've got any recommendations, I would love to know as well. Stunning. Right, so mascara time now. I'm still using the Essence Double Trouble one, so let's go in with that. Thought this was drying up, but it seems to be okay for the moment. I think I'm going to go in with Web as well on the brow bone, because that is a really pretty shade. It's not too shimmery either. I don't really like going in with a shimmer on my brow bone. Normally I use a cream powder like the one from my Too Faced palette, but I just thought that might look nice. What else? Oh yeah, I need to go back in with that Meadowhawk shade. Just put it on with a finger now. Look at that, guys. Beautiful. These shimmers are no joke, guys. They're just stunning. And they apply to the eye. Gorgeous. Let me get a wipe. Right, and then I thought we could use this Kylie in the shade Kristen. I thought it would go really well with the overall look. That's stunning. I really like that. So let's take that off. My hair's got a mind of its own today. I've not long had a shower, so it is what it is, guys. So I do have a bit of fallout, but it's nothing that I'm too concerned about. It's absolutely a stunner of a palette. I absolutely love it. So again, all we've used today is Tree Hopper in the crease as a transition, then Walking Stick more in the crease, then Meadowhawk on the lid, Web in the inner portion and also on the brow bone. So we've only used 4 shades and I really like the look I've come up with. So this is a beautiful, beautiful palette, and this is the overall look. So guys, join me tomorrow for day 2 look 2. Hey guys, so today we are going to be doing day 2 look 2 with this little beauty here. So yesterday I kept it fairly neutral because I was doing another video straight after of my activity tracker. So today I think we're still going to keep it neutral. There's a lot of neutral shades in here, but I've been wanting, ever since I got this palette, I've been wanting to use Scarab. So let's go in with that. As far as matte shades, part of me wants to use these. So Love Bug and Bugaboo. Yeah, let's do that. I was going to like go in with Tree Hopper again, but we've already used that. So let's go in with these shades and try and do a kind of smoky eyeshadow look. Right, what have we got? Shall we try this brush? So these are all clean brushes here. I'm not going to use the brushes that I used yesterday. So yeah, we're just going to go in with Love Bug first. On this, I think I got it from Wilko. Yeah, Wilko, smoky eye eyeshadow brush. How are we all doing, guys? Are you all well? So this one's in the lead at the moment, and then it's the Pat McGrath one. I think it's with 17%, the Pat McGrath one, and then it's Flutterby. And the Wet n Wild one doesn't have any votes as of yet, so I might have to use that Wet n Wild one last. We'll blend this out in a second. Don't think this brush is the best to do this. Okay, so then let's get a blending brush. This one might work. What colour can we go in with? This one, GRWM. It's very, very pastel purple, but surely that'll blend it out a bit. And it seems to be doing the trick. So, work on the other side. Why is it, guys, when I sit down and chat with you, the battery is constantly flashing at me? Bit more of that. Right, so that's looking good so far. Now I want to go in with this Bugaboo shade. What brush are we going to use for this? Maybe this, I think it's an e.l.f. one, yeah, e.l.f. Just says professional eyeshadow brush. So we'll go in with Bugaboo. And then put this on the outer V. And I'm not going to run it through the crease like I would normally. Just basically deepening out the outer V. Kind of is going through the crease a little bit. Okay, then let's go in with this Primark brush. There's two sides, there's that side and then there's that side. We'll use that side and we'll go in with this beautiful duochrome here. It's in the shade Scarab. That's what it looks like on the brush. Ooh, so pretty. This should just be one of those palettes that's available. It shouldn't be limited edition. It should be available to everyone that wants it. I know a few of you guys have said in the comments when I did the swatches that you wanted to get it, but you couldn't, which I'm so glad I've managed to get it, but I feel bad for the people that wanted it and that couldn't get it. we have got a bit of fallout. Let's use this brush. This is a Max Factor brush, guys. I've had it years. Okay, so now, where's that Real Techniques one I like? Right in front of my face. So I've just taken the colour that was on from yesterday, and we're going to go into, I think, Bugaboo. This one here. Or actually, yeah, let's mix them. Let's mix Love Bug and Bugaboo. So I'll go into the darker shade first, which is Bugaboo, and then go into Love Bug. Just what I need when I'm coming to the end of my video. Someone playing the music outside my window. Right, then, oh actually we need to go in to the inner corner, don't we? Use this one. So I'm just, oh, it's broken. Right, I'll just use it and then I'll bin it. It was an elf eyeshadow brush, so I'm going to use that with this web shade here. Same shade I used yesterday. I love that scarab shade, guys. So far all the eyeshadows in the palette have just been absolutely stunning. I'm actually going to go in with that web shade again, just on the brow bone. And normally I'd go onto YouTube just to see what looks people have come up with using this palette. If people have done like 5 days 5 looks, for instance, what they've done, but I've not done it this time. I want to just create my own, and maybe after I've created my own, then I'll go and look at some people's makeup looks that they've done with the palette. So now, guys, we're going in with Essence Double Trouble mascara. It's just same old for the mascara. We didn't spritz the scarab shade, did we? Right, shall we just try and do that quickly? I'm just going to use this setting spray and not noticing it going any more metallic. Pop a bit more on the other eye. No, I'm not really noticing any more metallic, which is a dark shade, so I didn't really expect it to be any more metallic than it already was. Right, so where did I put that lipstick? Right, so we're going to use Whirl. I really like this. It's just a little bit darker than a neutral lip, and I think it'll look nice. That's what it looks like. Oh, I do like that look. Yeah, and this is like Velvet Teddy. It's a matte, but it's really, really comfortable on the lips, and it's almost moisturising, so I really do like that shade. I think I'm just going to blend out a little bit, and I think then we'll be done. So I'm going to get another clean brush. It's just a Primark one. We're just going to blend it out. Oh yes, that's stunning. So that just gives me more brushes to wash. So guys, this is the overall look. Thank you so much for watching today. This is day 2, look 2, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 3, look 3. Hey guys, so today is going to be day 3, look 3, with the beautiful Tiny Marvels palette. I could actually get away with just doing 4 days, 4 looks with this palette. I'm not 100% sure now. I'm going to do 5 days, 5 looks. But I would really, really like to test these 3 shimmers here that I've not used. So we've got Fireboats, but that could also be used as an inner corner. Then we've got BB, which I'm going to be using it today. Then we've got this beautiful rose gold shade, which is called Marvel, and I used this one, Meadowhawk, on day 1, and it's too similar. It looks too similar, so I don't want to use that today. I want to use a completely different eyeshadow. Oh, I've just come up with something. So BB there, and this green Mantis shade, I want to use them two together. Maybe go in with Tree Hopper as like a really, really light crease. So let's do that. And I'm not too sure what I'm going to use for in the corner. So right, let's get some of these clean brushes. I'm going to try using this one again. If I don't like this one, I'm going to give it to my mum. It didn't really do much. It's a Wet n Wild one, and I didn't really like it. I've had it ages. Used it once, and then didn't use it again. So we're going to bring you closer. So I'm just doing this quick look, and then I'm going to go shopping. It's actually working quite well. It's trying to prove me wrong. Right, I think I want to go in with a deeper shade though as well. What do I want to do? Maybe Death Moth. This one here. I'm not too sure whether I've used that one or not yet. Let's go in with this brush here. I'm going to have so many brushes to clean to kind of like contour the eye out. I'm not going to go into the outer V because I want to go in with Mantis with that green that I've just shown you. So this palette, guys, got the most votes, and then it was the Pat McGrath Celestial Odyssey Quad, sorry. So we'll be using that one after this. Right, I'm going to go back in with no extra product on this Wet n Wild brush, just to blend it out a bit. Got to say, Sydney Grace mattes blend out so well. I'm going to go in with this. I'm going to go in with this brush from Primark. I'm going to use this side, and we're going to use Mantis. This one here, this green. Absolutely stunning. And it's a pastel, so I don't know how well it's going to work. I'm just really going to load up the brush. Just leave it like that. Right, and then I'm going to go in with the other side of the brush to go in with BB. Just that one there. It's a beautiful yellow honey gold. Probably going to have to spritz the brush. Oh, that is so gorgeous. Could do with using the other side of that brush though. So let's just take that green off. I think I'm going to just leave that. Normally I would go over it a little bit. I'll just go over it a little bit, but I want to leave most of that green on. So I'm just really tapping. I'm actually liking it now. Right, I'm just going to put some more on and then we'll spritz the brush and see how it builds up. So I'm just spritzing the brush with primer water. Oh yeah, it's definitely more pigmented. I like that. Inner corner, sorry, brow bone highlight. I'm going to go in with Web. This one here, the one that we've been using all week for inner corner and brow bone. But for the inner corner, I'm going to use a different shade. Nice one, Andrea. I've just gone in with that gold BB and put it on my left brow bone. Oh, That's what you get for not concentrating. There are some wipes here, so let's get one. Oh. Right. Let's start again. Oh my gosh. Back in with web. Yeah, that's better. Let's clean that brush. And I think I will use this on a separate day, but I want to see what Firebuds looks like with this shade. It's just slightly lighter. It might be too dark for the inner corner. I'm going to drag it on to that gold shade just a smidge. Okay, so that's looking good. So now we need to think about lash line. I don't know whether to go in with Mantis again, which is that green, or whether to just use Death Moth. I don't know. Yeah, let's add some colour and let's go in with Mantis. Right, so now I'm going to go in with the Essence Double Trouble mascara. Okay. And then I'm going to go back in with BB just on my finger. Look how pigmented she is. And tap it all over the lid. Yeah, that's getting it more pigmented. It really reminds me of Honey from the Urban Decay Naked Honey palette. And I'm going to go in with my ring finger with the shade Firebuds. Okay, so tomorrow we'll use Firebuds and I'll be able to use this Brooklyn Fawn lipstick, and we'll make it a little bit darker as well, so it should work. And then the last day, obviously, we're going to use this Marvel shade here, and I might try and use Julby with the Marvel shade, just like I've done today, just put it on the outer corners. I do like that green on the outer corners. I think that Mantis and that Julby, those like two, I think Mantis and Julby would even make a good look together, just putting them, just doing like a pastel eyeshadow look. So I might do that when I next use it. I'm not going to do 6 days 6 looks with it just to do that look, but yeah, we've got 2 more days with it and then we're done. So we're on Thursday now, so by Saturday we should be done with the palette, and then next week you should get to see on Sunday I'll use the Pat McGrath one. So do that, and then the same on the left eye. Yeah, that looks nice. And then it's just the lippy, guys, and then we're done for today. Let's see what I can grab. Right, so I don't know whether to try red. I mean I'm wearing a red top. It's my Disney is Where My Heart Is. I really love this top. It came from Primark. So I might wear this red one. So this is the Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink in the shade Groundbreaker, or I might keep it neutral and wear this next one. No, I don't like the look of that, so I guess it's Maybelline. So that's the shade of it. Right guys, so this is the finished look. So this is what we're looking like. I actually really like the red lip with this overall look. I don't think, where are you? I don't think this shade would have gone. So this is the NYX Liquid Suede in the shade Brooklyn Thorn. It's one of my new ones. I will be putting this on really soon. Is there a look that I can do maybe tomorrow? Maybe a cool toned look. Okay, so tomorrow we'll use Firebucks, and I'll be able to use this Brooklyn Thorn lipstick, and we'll make it a little bit darker as well, so it should work. And then the last day, obviously, we're going to use this Marvel shade here, and I might try and use Jewel Beat with the Marvel shade, just like I've done today. Just put it on the outer corners. I do like that green on the outer corners. I think Mantis and Jewel Beat would even make a good look together, just putting them, just doing like a pastel eyeshadow look. So I might do that when I next use it. I'm not going to do 6 days 6 looks with it just to do that look, but yeah, we've got 2 more days with it and then we're done. So we're on Thursday now, so by Saturday we should be done with the palette, and then on Sunday I'll use the Pat McGrath one. Hey guys, so today is day 4 look 4 with this beautiful Tiny Marvels palette here. So we did say we're going to try and keep it a little bit cooler because I do want to wear this Brooklyn Thorn lipstick. So I think we're going to go in with a shade here all over the lid. It's called Firebucks. We did use it yesterday in the inner corner, but I want to see what it looks like all over the lid. Now, I know I want to use Spider on the outer V, but as for the rest of the shades, I don't know what I want to use, you know. I don't want to use Flutterby because I want to use that tomorrow with Marvel, so I don't want to use that. Okay then, so we're going to have to go in with Tree Hopper, the lightest matte in the palette. I'm going to go in with one of these clean brushes. So this one's a BH Cosmetics 121. So I'm going to go in with Tree Hopper. Let's bring you a little bit closer. Tilt this up a bit. Right, so that's good for that. So now then, let's go in with a slightly deeper shade. Let's go in with Walking Stick. Now I've used both these shades before, but that will really deepen it out in the crease. So that's what I want to do with this. Oops, I think it's the wrong kind of brush. Maybe this one will do it. So this time we're going in with a Real Techniques shading brush. Back into Walking Stick. Just kind of running that through the crease. which has made it a little bit deeper, which is what I wanted. I had to wash some brushes this morning. I think I washed about 20, and some of them are really old, so I want to see what I want to keep and what I want to declutter. I've still got quite a few clean brushes in here, but yeah, there's a lot of brushes that I need to wash. I'm going to make it so I don't really have to use the colour switch that often, because let's face it guys, I've got a lot of brushes. I should not need to be using the same brushes over and over again. Really. I'm going to go in with this one now, this BH Cosmetics one, to blend that out. This one I got in PI from 17 when they sent me some palettes and whatnot years ago. So it's a 17 eyes brush, and we're going to go in with Spider. This, I think it's a really dark brown, chocolate brown shade. Don't think I've used this one yet. And it's just literally going to be in the outer V. Looks like a brown black, but I don't think it is a black. I just think it's a really dark brown. Let's swatch it. Yeah. Sometimes I think that I'm colourblind, guys. I don't think I am, but sometimes I think that I am. Just because I'll say a colour's like this shade and it will turn out to be a completely different shade. And that's why I had to figure out if this was black or brown. It is a very dark brown though. So I've just done something that I might live to regret. So I was talking to this guy, really nice. He sounded really nice. We were getting on really well, and all of a sudden he ghosted me on Tuesday. We're now on Friday, and I've waited like 3 days, and I'm thinking, oh, he's not going to contact me. I was telling a friend, there's no way he's going to contact me again, and I knew he wasn't. And it's not, I don't know, it's a funny one to say. It sounds like I'm bothered. I am bothered in the fact that I've wasted time with him. We was talking like back and forth constantly. So I have wasted the time, and I think that's what I'm more bothered about, the fact that I've wasted time. So I just sent a jokey message saying, wow, that was short-lived, laughing face. I never thought you'd ghost me, with a ghost face, and then 2 more laughing faces. And normally we would put a kiss at the end of it. I'm not going to do that. And even if he says, well, what do you mean? I'm not ghosting you. I've just been busy, and I just feel like, why send someone a message in the morning if you're not going to open it up for 11 hours, because that's what happened, and then just not reply back. I mean, he sent me the first message that morning, and there was, it was like, why do it? I mean, I don't get it. I don't get why guys are like that. But yeah, I did send a message, and I do feel slightly better now for sending that message, and that's all that matters. So if I get a reply from him, I'll tell you in an upcoming video. I still feel like I should do kind of, I've not been on many dates, but kind of, I don't know, a dating series. I just don't know if you guys would be interested, like a tell-all what's going on these horrific dates I've been on, because I have got a few horror stories. I've probably only been on a handful of dates since my divorce back in 2014, but it's enough to have a few horror stories. What we're doing? Shall we try this brush? This is a Primark one, and then let's go in with Firebutts. Right, so this brush isn't really, I don't know if it's the brush or the actual eyeshadow actually. It's not doing anything. Probably be better with my finger. It's a beautiful shade, you can definitely tell that it's a beautiful shade. And they're just so foiled, these eyeshadows. These shimmers, there's not one in here that I've not liked so far. And I've only got one more to use. It definitely makes me want to buy more from the Sydney Grace. I mean, I don't know what other palette she's got out. I was only really interested in this one because it was Mel's. And I know that I wanted to support her the first time around, and then when she sadly passed away, and then they said that they was going to bring this out again and not give any discount codes but give some money to Mel's family. I knew that I wanted to support Mel's family and also get the palette as well for myself. So yeah, I'm just so glad to have it. I think Mel would be really happy because she was always talking about wanting to bring it out again. I think she would be really happy knowing that this palette did get re-released for a second time. I do think though, I've said it in an earlier video earlier on in the week, I think it should be made permanent. What do you guys think? I personally think it should be, because a lot of the people that I've spoken to, a lot of my friends want it and have not been able to get it. And yeah, it is quite expensive, and if you live in the UK you've got to think about, are you going to get charged customs? I didn't personally get charged customs, but I only ordered this palette. I don't know if I would have got charged any more customs if I would have ordered some other bits and pieces from Sydney Grace. I only really wanted this palette, and the palette was enough, to be honest. But the customs charges, I'd already paid for it in the shipping. It's stunning. Right, let's just go in with Spider. Yeah, so we're just going to try this brush. It might not work. Oh yeah, that's worked. Right, and I'm gonna just take that off. Take that off. Let's go in with Web. Just that one there. I really love that Firebutt shade. Right, so now we need to get some mascara on. So again, we're just going in with the Essence Double Trouble. Surely we're going to be coming to an end of this mascara really soon. I want to use the Charlotte Tilbury mascara next. My blusher is kind of crazy. Don't think you're seeing just how crazy it is because of the light. Okay, I'm going to go in with fire butts again, just on my ring finger. How metallic, guys, seriously. So, what I've been watching now for what seems like months, I don't even know when I started watching it on Netflix, is Suits. And I started watching it because of Meghan Markle. Now, some people like her, some people don't. I'm one of the people that does. And I think she's a really good actress. Like, before all this happened, when she married Prince Harry, or Harry as he now calls himself, I think she was a really good actress, and I did watch a bit of Suits before they got married, but then stopped watching it for whatever reason. And she left with the person that she was getting married to. Can't remember his name, I will leave it here somewhere. But in the show, he's called Mike Ross. So they both left at the end of season 7, and in season 8 they brought Katherine Heigl into it, and she's just not the same. I mean, she's a bigger actress than Meghan Markle, I'll give her that, but when you're used to seeing someone for 7 seasons and then they just leave, because around that time I think she did meet Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, or she just wanted to do other things, I'm not 100% sure, but then actually no, the book I'm reading, Finding Freedom, says that they met and Meghan Markle had to go back and forth. So season 6/season 7 is when she met Harry. So Meghan Markle left the show, and it's not the same. I can't wait for it to be over. I mean, even in season 9, where I'm up to now, I'm on season 9 episode 3. They only did 10 episodes, and I think before that they did about 16 episodes per season, so obviously it was losing viewers at that point, and that's probably down to 2 of the main actors just upping and leaving. But yeah, I mean, it's a good show. I just prefer it with Meghan Markle in it. I would have preferred that they end the entire season when she left, to be honest, but I won't just stop watching it because I do like, there's this guy in it called Harvey. I do like him, and he's quite funny, and there's another woman in it called Donna Paulson, and I'll get the actresses and actors' names so you can know if they've been in anything that you've watched before. I've not seen most of these people in anything before, but Suits is a really good series. It's about lawyers. Suits is a really good show. I would actually recommend it. Obviously, if you're not a Meghan Markle fan, you're not going to watch it, but I personally really enjoyed watching it, and I'm really enjoying reading Finding Freedom as well, which is about Meghan and Harry. Did you hear though, guys? Harry is bringing his own book out. I think it's going to come out next year. I am going to be all over that because you know me and the royal family. Well, if you don't, I absolutely love the royal family, especially Meghan and Harry. Anything that comes out about them, I love reading about it, so that's why I'm reading the Finding Freedom book. I'm reading that on my Kindle, and when Harry brings his book out, then I'm going to get that for the Kindle as well. But apparently the royal family are not happy about it at all because they don't know what he's actually going to say. So yeah, I'm really happy that he's bringing a book out. If you like the royal family, you're going to be interested in what he's got to say. But yeah, they're deeming him as a trouble. So there was the Oprah Winfrey interview to start off with, then Meghan went on Ellen, and now there's this book that Harry's bringing out. But why shouldn't he? You know, he's got a lot to say. He was in the royal family for a very long time, and he still is. He just doesn't have his HRH title. If he wants to bring a book out, why shouldn't he? And I know it could hurt the royal family depending on what he says. It depends whether he's going to filter it at all or whether he's just going to speak we used, which doesn't seem to want to go on the brush, and blend it out a bit. Okay, let's go in with this New Look brush, and let's go in with Marvel, this one down here. So this is the only shimmer that I've not used. It's like a rose gold. Right, let's spritz the brush. It's a beautiful shade, this. In fact, they all are. I couldn't say which is my least favourite shimmer or even matte, come to that, in this palette. I'm going to use this brush. It's a Zoeva Luxe pencil brush. So I'm firstly going to use it for this web shade here, just for the brow bone. Rain, rain, go away, come back another day, or never. Right, then I'm just going to take that shade off, and we're going to go in with this GRWM one for the inner corner. It's going to look a bit weird because it's quite a, I wouldn't say bright colour, it's a pastel lilac. Let's see what it looks like. Maybe I should have just used this on the lash line. Let's just go in with Web again for the inner corner, and then we'll use GRWM on the lash line, and hopefully that'll work out a bit better. Normally I would have gone in with what I used on the outer V, but I really want to test this shade out here, and I think that's the only shade I haven't used in the palette. I think we would have used every shade then. Where are you, brush? This one might do. I'm going to try and use this brush I used yesterday. So, GRWM again. See, because it's a pastel, it might not show up very well. Oh, it is. Well, my eyes are not watering, it is anyway. As soon as I get outside though, in the wind and the rain, my makeup's going to turn to utter crap. I do like that though. Okay, so then let's go in with Essence Double Trouble. And then we're gonna grab a lipstick and then we'll talk about the palette briefly. Right, let's just use Whirl by MAC. I don't know whether I've used it. I might have used it on the first day, but I can't see anything there that would go with this look. Okay, so let's talk about the beautiful Sydney Grace and Mel Thompson Tiny Marvels palette. The artwork on this palette is absolutely stunning. It's just absolutely gorgeous. It reminds me of Mel because it was inspired by her tattoos that her tattooist did for her. So yeah, I really like it. And the colour story in this palette is absolutely gorgeous. I just think there's no colours that like normally I would probably say, oh, there's a few too many browns in here for my liking, and there is quite a lot of browns in here, but I feel like you need them all. I feel like all these browns are warranted in the palette. Guys, the formula of Sydney Grace's eyeshadows. Now I know what people are talking about. I mean, this one, BB, just look at that. That is just absolutely so stunning. And that is only one swatch, guys. It's definitely one of my favourite shades in the palette. But I do actually like, how many shimmers are there? 2, 4, 5. I actually do like all 5 shimmers. I would have preferred one more shimmer, to be honest. But I can absolutely live with the colour story that was created. I think Mel did an absolutely amazing job with this palette, and I'm so glad I've got it in my collection. It will always stay in my collection. Even when I've used it, I probably just always put it on display like this. It just goes on display back there, and it probably, even if I change my other palettes around, this one will always be on display because I'm really proud to have it in my collection. But guys, this is the overall look for today. And this concludes the video. I hope you've liked all 5 looks. Tell me which one is your favourite in the comments down below. Let me know what you think of the palette. Let me know if you've got it in your collection. And I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.